Hello everybody and welcome back to the back roads, and Merry Christmas if you're watching this when it releases. It's Christmas Eve 2021, so Merry Christmas. Hope you're all having a lovely time and looking forward to presents and fun. Hopefully you all get some spare 10 mils for the ones that you're inevitably going to lose in the next couple of days. This is another episode of changing oil. We've done quite a few.
It's our favourite thing, isn't it?
It is.
Oil services. It's Christmas Eve, and we thought we'd give you our most famous type of video.
It is. We are back to being Jiffy Lube stands. So, welcome. We're going to try to change the oil and service it on my low miles Subaru, the Legacy that we picked up. You can see our last video for the full walk around of that car. Basically, it's sold to me. All it really needs is a service, and we need to have a look at the. We might have a look at the auxiliary belt because it's a bit whiny, but it's barely a problem really. So you'll probably leave it. Yeah, and also it's just good to service your cars when you first get them because you can just reset that service history for yourself a bit, and you know exactly what you're putting in it. So we're going to do that. So we'll do a walkthrough of all the bits we're using for today, and we're doing just a simple oil change, new filter, and spark plugs, which is going to be the interesting one because. Anyone who doesn't know, this is a boxer engine. So spark plugs are on the side. Luckily, they're more towards the top of it, so it shouldn't be too difficult. We're gonna have to take the airbox out by the looks of it. We might get away with not taking the battery out, but if we're struggling for space, we won't do that. But on this side at least, we might not have to take it out. I think we'll get away with it. So without further ado, we'll get on with it. We'll give you a walkthrough of what we're gonna be using, and then we'll go to the next steps of getting the car up. So walk through what we're using for the service today for reference for you guys if you want to use it yourself. We've got genuine Subaru oil filter, which was purchased from OP Oils. I think they also sell it on import car parts. We have NGK plugs, which is what the manufacturer ones are recommended. These ones, again, import car parts for reference to anyone who is going to be doing this themselves. These are PFR5B-11s, stock number 2300. These are platinum ones. I was tempted to go for iridium, but I couldn't quite find a part number which I was happy with. There was a lot of people debating, so just went to play it safe for the platinums, which is what it should have normally, I believe, or they might have had copper from factory, but obviously spark plugs have gone on since then. We've got that, and then we have some Miller's 5W30 fully synthetic oil. This stuff is their best one, which is recommended for these kind of engines. Obviously, there's like 20 different variations of this Miller's oil you can get. This is kind of the nicest one and the one that's best suited for the Subaru engine. So this is what we're going for today. There's 5 litres of it in here, which is enough for a bit of the filter and a full oil change. So yeah, let's just get on with it. We'll jack up the car first, get the sump out, and then have fun from there. Probably not have fun, it's probably gonna be rubbish, but we'll see. Hopefully, because it's lowish miles, it won't cause us any issues, but we will find out. All right, we'll show you the damage and what we're dealing with for the spark plugs mainly, because everything else is on the underside. We will activate our maximum Subaru bonnet prop here. Basically, it's about 80 degrees. It's nearly 90 degrees, which is quite cool. But if I bring you here, we'll show you the damage for the spark plugs. So this is the more troublesome side where the airbox is, which is quite warm still. We've got the spark plugs, one here and one here. And so we're probably gonna have to take this out. You can just see that there. I'll put my finger near it. There's one, and then the other one is just here. So we're gonna have to take this airbox off realistically to try and get at those, which is fine. Obviously, if you've seen us do it before, it's very easy because we usually just have inline fours and you just pop them out the top, job done. But I had to be awkward with this car purchase. This side, not too bad. Again, on the sides again, but we've got a decent bit of access there. We might have to take the battery. No, I really don't think we need to take the battery out. Probably make it loads easier, but it's extra faff. So if we can avoid it, we'll try and avoid it. Oil filter on the underside, obviously same as a sump. So when we get the car up in the air, you'll see that, and hopefully that's all good. To my knowledge, it's a 17mm socket for the sump plug. We'll find out if that's right or not, and I'll let you know.
What's the issue?
Oh God, hello. He's waiting to capture me whilst I'm walking back from the other end of the workshop. Because this one, if you're watching this for an oil change, apologies for the time it's taking. You can skip to the part that's relevant when we actually get there. This car's on coilovers and it's also got a front lip on it, so access to the front jacking point is awkward. So I'm currently trying to find some ramps or some blocks of wood to drive it onto, so then we can actually jack it up properly, because if we jack it on the sides, you then can't put a jack stand there because there's not really any decent jacking points on the sides. Most people are suggesting you either jack it on the rear diff if you're doing the rear, and then kind of at the back of the engine there is a jacking point for the front, but because it's low we can't get to it. So I mean, it's not that low, but it's low enough to be a problem with the lip. So yeah, trying to figure that one out. I'm on the hunt for some blocks of wood to drive onto. We found some ramps, but they don't fit. It's already on the lip. There's some very shallow ramps, but the problem is they're not really going to get any height, so...
So what do?
This might have to be a sketchy bodge job to get it on.
Us, bodge job, never.
I'm learning why. There's multiple times where I've gone, I should buy some ramps. Never bought some ramps. I literally watched the Chris Fixer video the other night where he's like, I've got these cool low entry ramps. I should get some of those. Didn't buy them.
And now look.
Now we need them.
We come bearing solutions.
Potential. We have some very low ramps, which should work for loading onto trailers and stuff. Further on to the ramps we use to get onto the lift over there. So it might work. We'll see. I think we'll chuck this on the tripod because I need Liam to guide me just to make sure. And we'll see if it works.
We'll see.
Welcome to Dave's station. I'm going to steal it from Jimmy Broadbent.
Well, it's worked. My genius is at play here and has successfully managed to make it so that we can drive the Legacy on to get enough ground clearance to actually get a jack underneath it. So that's good. So I think
not a genius. I said to use these ramps first, and then we've combined our geniuses.
Yeah, but
Liam said those ones
if
don't
it was
work.
not for my genius to see putting those other ramps on top of this ramp...
I said, let's do this, and you went, that's a bit sketchy.
Yeah, but it came from me, so therefore it is a brilliant idea.
Yeah, but you changed your mind.
It's details, it's fine. But it's okay. It's okay.
I'm now trying to figure out where the jacking point is under here, so I can actually get to it, because there's a lot of plastic. Kind of my foot.
This is so bodge spec.
That's definitely not it.
Yeah, that's not ideal. That's alright, at least you're practicing yoga.
I am, car yoga.
Yeah. Well, the good news is that we're kind of ready to jack it up now. So Jared thinks he's found the correct spot.
Yeah, it will do.
It will do.
It's the cross member which goes underneath the gearbox. There's a couple people in the forum that said you can use it, so we'll be going for that, and then we will get that up on there. We'll have to move the ramps out of the way to put the jack stand underneath, and then when we lower it back down, we'll have to put it back on the ramp. And
I'm also painfully aware, you can tell it's cold because we currently look like we're trying to steal the catalytic converter out of your car. It's like...
It's not as bad as the first ML2 episode we did, where the car literally had ice on the front bumper.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's not too bad in here.
It's fine. But
I
yeah,
just like
so
having my hood up.
I think nearly there. Once this is up, actual oil changing can happen.
Finally,
Finally,
yes.
yeah.
Yes. Okay, so here we have the sump plug there for the audience, and what I'm a bit concerned about is the oil filter is here. You can see that there. A point roughly there. Kind of want to take all this under, try it off to get to it. There's one bolt there, but I think all of this has to come off to get to it. So I think we'll see how much we have to struggle to try and get it off. I'm a large gentleman, so there's not much space for me to move about under here.
He looks like a bloody hermit.
Hello.
It's okay. See, this is Liam's size space, but not Jared's size space.
No, sadly I'm suffering. You can see actually the height of the car. You can see where we've scraped on the exhaust here.
What, coming into the...
It's probably in the speed bumps coming into it. The speed bumps
Yeah.
coming into the workshop are really, really gnarly. They're not nice. So, yeah, but otherwise, I mean, you can see underneath here, it looks reasonably clean. I mean, the car's got 55,000 miles on it, so then again, it is also like 15 years old now. So, yeah, it's not too bad on here. It's a tad inconvenient. Right.
Man struggles with sump plug.
Oh, fucking hell. This is like the first ever oil change I attempted to do. I was trying to change the oil on my Mini 1, which I had. I never actually managed to change the oil on it. And I sold the car for 500 quid. I tried 2 or 3 times, never get something out. And so hopefully this isn't a repeat of that. It feels like it might be.
Oh, there we go. Well done.
I'm concerned that I'm not going to be able to line this up very well. So we'll see.
We're about to find out the hard way.
This is where this has no oil.
Yeah, it's just been running it on like nothing. What?
Nearly. We're about there.
Well, you know what? I like that little
Oh,
drain.
it's bubbling, look.
Whoa! It's bubbling.
Oh wait, I think that's because I meant to take this out.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not anymore.
Yeah, okay, that
Because that reduces the pressure inside. Yeah, so we've got a bit on here, but not too bad. So yeah, we'll let this sit and drain for a while, and then we'll try and get this oil filter out. Hello. I think this oil filter is going to be an absolute pain for us, to be honest. I can't really get in there easily to grab it, so we'll find out. Because we haven't really got any. To be fair, we probably should learn the amount of times we need an oil filter tool. We should probably got one by now.
Yeah, but we're done.
We're done, so we haven't bought one. So yeah, if not, I'll take the under tray off and I'll use a screwdriver.
Jared, it's Christmas.
It's Christmas.
It's Christmas.
Brief interlude whilst we wait for oil to drain. Well, it's probably drained by now because we've been fucking about 5 minutes. Pardon my French. It's Christmas.
It's Christmas.
We've got presents for each other. Well, Santa has given us presents to give
Santa,
to us.
yeah, because
So-
remember, there may be people that are under the age of 16 watching this, so Santa exists.
Santa is
Remember,
real still.
Santa exists.
Santa is real.
It's fine. So, are we
He's
going
always in the park late at night.
dressed with a really shoddy beard and a can of Stella? Shall we go do some presents?
Let's go do some presents.
Let's go do some presents.
Yeah. Liam,
Hello. Presents.
these are yours.
Oh, thank you,
You have
mate.
2.
I have 2.
You
Thank
can
you very
choose what
much.
one you open first.
We'll do this one first.
This is the nicer one.
Straight away. Straight away. Oh, do you want to know what's amazing about this present you've just got me? Which is 1999 22V Rally Impreza.
This is Liam's favourite car, I think, or one
of my favourite cars.
his favourite motorsport car, I'd say.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Proper childhood dream
Which is
car.
a Tamiya model kit, and if you open within it, there is £10.
Oh, there is 10.
A crisp £10 note, because I know that model makers are fussy on what
There
paints
is
they
10
buy.
punds. 10 punds.
I don't know anything about models, so there is a tenner for your paints.
Oh, look at that.
It's from Kent Models.
Oh, that's
if they can sponsor
awesome.
us.
Wow.
I think it has all the decals and that with it, but I didn't know what paints to get, so I thought I'm just going to leave them to
That's
it.
fantastic. Thank you, mate. I appreciate that. I'll probably make that over Christmas, I think.
Yay!
But fun little fact about this, I actually had this model when I was about 6, and it got lost in the house move. So being able to make it again
Yay!
all these years later is actually quite cool.
I was going to try buy you loads of bits to make like a rally diorama out of it, but I figured I'd just leave that to you if you wanted to do that. That's what I would do.
There's a lot of complex things that go
I don't understand models at all. I don't have the patience for them.
That's awesome. Yeah, thank you for that, mate.
This one is from Amazon, as you can tell by the fact that I didn't wrap the whole box.
Are we going to need a Stanley knife to be able to get the...
No, I pre-cut it.
Oh, okay.
I pre-cut it. I'm not that lazy. At least somewhat.
Ooh,
This one, it's smaller than I expected, to be honest. But it is a little camera bag.
Oh, it's a camera bag.
Because he turns up with the camera in a plastic bag all the time. It does my head in.
To be fair, though, Jack from Car Throttle has already commented on our fantastic quality of transport materials. So this is perfect.
He saw us bring it out of the car. I was like, what the hell are you two doing?
Oh, wow, that's brilliant. You know what? We've actually got the camera kit today, so we can fill this up.
We can fill it
on
up,
the way
yeah.
home.
I'm not sure how I will do with the rig in it as well. It's more photography setup, but
I don't think the rig will fit, but
you'll be able to get all the GoPro and the drone
lenses
stuff in,
and
I think.
and that kind of
But
stuff.
the reason why I liked it is because it's got these loops on it, which you could put the Ronin in through.
Okay, yeah.
That's what I use. I put
Yeah,
the I have a backpack with slings down the side, which I put the tripod in.
That's fantastic.
So
Thank you
that
for
was
that,
the
mate.
plan.
Appreciate that. Those are
Boom.
2 really awesome gifts. So now I think it's time to give Jared his gift.
I'm concerned. I know Liam's gifts are of more value than mine because I spent money on him earlier in the year.
Well, here we go then.
You've not written money. You put a tag on it, but you've not. Did you get your mum to wrap this?
Possibly.
Oh my god! Second I saw this on it, I was like, he's not done this. No,
That was the other way up. But
oh my god.
what is it, Jared?
I think I know what this is.
What is it, Jared?
Will it fit my head?
What is it, Jared?
I think it's a helmet.
Man has got a helmet.
Ah, this is good. This is good. This is good. He's right. Does it fit my head? How do I open it?
I don't know.
Ooh. Did you get the fattest one you could?
Well, I really hope it does fit. Otherwise, I've got to get you another one.
That's open, right?
Oh my god, it fits. Yes! Man is a racing driver.
I can't hear a single thing.
There you go. That's awesome.
The sound difference. I can hear again. That's awesome. This is because I'm constantly badgering that I really want to buy a helmet so that I can paint my own design on it. I currently don't have a design to paint on it. But this is awesome. It looks like it's got aero on it.
I know. It's really cool.
This is cool. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Now I can pretend to be a racing driver. And I wish we had the MR2 because I could test if I fit in it with this on.
You could.
I'll do that when I get home.
You do that when you get
home. Because the problem we have is, if anyone's seen the MR2 on the channel before, is it's got Honda S2000 seats in it which aren't in it properly. So I sit a bit high. So I kind of gangster leaned back to fit in the car. And I want to do some track days in it next year, but I don't know if I'm going to fit with a helmet. So I'm going to have to get home and test it. Oh, that's mega. Thank you.
That's all right. You're welcome.
Need some TBR stickers on it in the meantime.
We need to get one on the back for sure.
Yeah. Now I've got to go karting or something with it. Need a reason.
There you go. So that is your Christmas present.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yay. Right, yeah, welcome to Jared's oil filter facts. There it is. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to it very well. You can see that there. Problem is, there's not much access, so we'll try and get it off. Another problem I'm foreseeing is that I'm directly underneath it, and it's probably going to go all over me, which isn't going to be fun. So we'll have to try and figure this out. All right, I'm going to give that back to you.
So while Jared is currently underneath the car trying to get the oil filter off, I will show you the replacement one that we're putting on. Or when I say we, I mean Jared. Yeah. So it is actually quite small, surprisingly. We're a bit surprised by that. But it only needs 5 litres of oil as well. So I suppose it doesn't need a huge oil filter in order to filter all of that lovely golden juice.
One thing to note is I can see a ring of surface rust around the filter, which slightly concerns me that I'm not going to be able to get this off. And it says blueprint on it. So, and I can see actually state stamped for the 4th of the 6th, 2019 is when the filter was produced, I guess, at least. So, indication of when it was last done. I think this might have been serviced kind of October 2020 last, which is obviously all right, and it's well within its service interval for around 7,000 miles. But I am sus of that rustering. But what I'm kind of trying to do is make enough room. As you can, I've kind of pulled away this bit of the under tray, but the problem is the whole under tray is one piece. I'm trying to see if I can get a screwdriver to the side of that just to leverage it off, but I don't know. There really isn't much space in here at all, so yeah. I'm also not very good at this, and I don't have any oil filter tools, so before you laugh at me in the comments, well, actually, no, continue to laugh at me in the comments because I don't know what I'm doing. I just know that I have to get that off, and I'll do it by any means necessary. My brain says flee.
You've committed now.
Well, no, I've not. I committed when I try and punch a screwdriver through it. That's what I've committed.
You see, well, regardless, you now have to do this because you've got no oil in your car right now.
Well, I can fill it up with oil again.
Yeah. It's just you'd have an old oil filter.
Yeah.
And you'll get shouted out by people on the internet.
What do they know? What do the people on the internet know? Does not go well for the tutorial vibe.
No. I mean, I think we've sort of gone past the point of ever trying to give tutorials.
No, it's true. We should never give tutorials.
No,
do not listen to us.
Never listen to us.
Yeah.
And the thing is, for those of you watching at home, obviously I know that you've got the camera on Jared at the moment, but
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. So, because we're in the winter, we only get 3 to 4 hours of light compared to in the summer, where we had, I don't know, 10 hours of light maybe. So we have to try and do the same amount of stuff in half the time. So we're in a difficult position at the moment that we're starting to lose light. So the camera quality is going to reduce because you'll get more noise. So we'll see. We'll see what we can do. Is that you admitting defeat?
I think so, yeah, because I don't want to just... Because the problem is, if I get this in there, there's not the room to actually leverage it up to actually twist it off. Even if I can get it punctured through.
Well, how does the internet say you're meant to do it?
The internet says you're meant to do it by having the correct tool, not just gripping it with your hand. Which, to be fair, has only worked for me once. I don't know why I keep trying to do it. Well, we keep trying to do it. We've only ever had the tool to do it once, which was on the 944 when we'd been defeated by it. Because the 944's oil filter is in a stupid place as well.
Yeah. But at least that's accessible from the top.
Yes. From the top, access is nice. Yeah, I mean, ideal here is if we can get up on one of the ramps to do it, but you can do it whilst we're down here. But I think what would be best is if I can get, you can get official oil filter Subaru tools for this for like $5, so.
Okay. So what you're saying is, we've set out to do a task, and we've failed at doing that task again.
Yes.
Okay, so anything that's out of the ordinary, welcome to the back roads, yeah.
The fail roads.
Okay, so what we can do is we can put oil back in the car.
Yes.
Do you want to attempt spark plugs?
Yes.
So if we can't do the oil filter, I mean, you'll get shouted at by angry people in the comments, but you'll at least have new oil.
They don't exist.
So, and then we'll do that. But you do realise you're going to then need to get more oil to do that.
Yeah, it'll be fine. I need a litre bottle.
Okay, all right, we'll do that then. That's fine.
It shall cost me more, but I'd rather do it properly instead of absolutely make it, because I've got a feeling if I try and screwdriver this, it's going to be an absolute mess. That goes up without saying, trying to take this filter off, to be fair. 2, I don't think I'm going to be able to get it off with the screwdriver unless I punch about 50 holes into it to leverage it around. It's going to have to constantly be going in and out.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, well, back to doing spark plugs then, I suppose.
Yeah, we'll drop the car down again.
Yeah.
And then we'll do the plugs. We'll try and do the plugs. I don't think they're going to be as much of a pain as I think they're going to be though. I just don't want to fuck it up because I can't drive it home if I fuck the filter up. I'll be trapped here. Liam will have to give me a lift, God forbid. So as part of the fail roads, we're going to continue with trying to do what we're doing. Fill it up so we can actually run it and pull it off here and then do spark plugs. Before we can do spark plugs like this and then drive it off.
In it goes.
In it goes. So actually, it feels like it might
really
be
cool, actually.
Might be a bit too tall, but we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. So essentially what we're going to be doing is filling it back up with oil because of obviously the most obvious reason it hasn't got anything new in it, anything in it. And then we're going to try and do the spark plugs. But if we can't, at least we've had a good day. At least we've had a good day, Jared.
Some can say that.
Man returns with new funnel.
That was a lot better.
So we'll see if, well, I mean, it's not too difficult to do oil, really, is it? Go on, lad. Go on, lad.
That's fresh. It's lovely.
That is golden right there.
Right, it's just now got a level. We'll run the engine for a second to get it off the ramp, and we shall see how it has gone on the dipstick level. I say this if everybody watching probably doesn't already understand all this. Yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll the F4 marks here, so I'll keep that oil aside for when we do the filter again, which we'll probably do off camera to be fair, and just get it sorted. But yeah, so there's that, and now what we're going to do is spark plug tackling, which is the interesting bit. So this side doesn't look too bad as we showed you earlier in the video. That side we'll have to take the airbox off, probably the intake hose and the actual, well, the intake itself and the hose that goes into that area, inlet manifold or whatever it is. Problem we have currently is spark plugs are in there. We've got the leads out, but this with an extension on it for the spark plug removal socket is too short and it's getting stuck in there. And then we haven't really got the clearance to actually get more space. Liam's trying it on that side. I don't think he's getting any luck either.
Well, I've got slightly longer extension because I've put a wobbly on it.
And how's it going?
I mean, it's floppy, as you can see. The problem is, I don't know if I'm feeling resistance, but I'm not sure if it's fully onto the spark plug. So I might actually try your side first.
Okay.
But I feel bad for everything we said about the Audi now.
Yeah, we did bully the Audi quite a lot, and this is being a bit of a pain. Then again, also I feel like right tools it'd be easy, but we never have the right tools.
Yeah, but I mean, we have like 2 proper Halfords Advance tool sets, and we've even got the big 175 piece one.
Yeah.
It still isn't enough. So I don't think this is an issue with us. It's an issue with Japan.
Right, Liam might have just found the stupidest solution. Well, it's not stupid, but it feels very wrong.
Yes.
Is he has a long extension going into a wobbly
bit with another
extension into the spark
into the
plug
socket.
And it seems like it's working.
It might be. There is a spark plug attached to the end.
Oh my god.
There you go.
Oh my god.
It actually works.
Oh my god.
This is now our saviour.
This is... Right, hold that up again. Okay, right. I wonder if that's going to work on the other side. We might actually...
That's going to be difficult on the other side.
Initially, we said we won't take the battery out, but I think we might have to. Addy told us to, and I was like, nah, we don't need to, but we might have to take off all that bit as well. Got 3 out of 4 plugs out now. I've got one of them loosened, but we can't actually get it out. So we are now at triple extender dysfunction. We have in there 10mm spark plug socket, baby extension, wobbly bit, big extension, and another one. We are too many. This is too deep now. This is too deep. I'm going to give credit to Addy from the server because he made an extender dysfunction joke a while ago, and I love it. And I understand. I actually convinced he made that video was working on his Subaru. I think his Impreza. Oh, we got it. No. Yay!
There we go.
But that's fine. We have now got 4 plugs out. Liam's put 2 in, so I've got to try to put the other 2 in now because I've been faffing about with mine. I'm sorry.
Why is it so much more difficult to get back in?
It's because we've got a square, Liam. Look, we can actually make a square.
Oh, near enough.
Why? Why Subaru?
Okay, but
He's gonna put it over his arm.
it's alright. It's fine. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this method.
He's gonna sling it over your arm.
Right. Shut up, it works. Right. Now I can aim the knob. It's this is a little bit easier now, I think. So yes, because I can aim the knob. Yes! I can aim the knob.
He's got it in.
Now problem number 2.
Oh no.
That's gotta be it. That's gotta be it.
We'll work on the assumption that that's in, and if we turn this on, you hear a horrible noise. It's not in. Right, let me try this other one because it's easier. It's in the under tray.
Why are you like this?
I can see it there.
We don't have anything magnet.
We need the tiny man hands, Liam. We need your man hands. Can you see it?
Oh, fucking hell, Jared. Yes.
He's got it.
Jared, what's happened?
I think we've done it.
Yes.
I'm putting the ignition cores back on, and then connect the battery up again, and then hope for the best.
Yep, fire it up and see if it works.
Thank you everybody for watching another TBR video. Unfortunately, this, as I've said in a few times in the video, is the fail roads, kind of. We've done 2 out of 3 things. We've done the oil change and we've done the spark plugs, although it was a bit of a pain. Oil filter has to be done still though, because I didn't want to make a mess to try and do that. But yeah, otherwise it's gone all right. The Subaru has proven to be a bit awkward to work on, similar to our German friend when we did the A4 Avant. But it's not a massive surprise. It's just annoying. But yeah, all is running well. Engine sounds a bit happy with those new plugs. A lot of them were not massively fouled, but they weren't great, especially the ones, I would say cylinder 4. This back one here on that side was a bit fouled compared to the rest of them, so maybe something's going on there. But yeah, don't know. Hope you all have a lovely Christmas if you're watching this on Christmas Eve. I hope Santa has brought you very lovely things and you're enjoying a good time with your family and those you love. If you want to support the channel for the price of a cup of coffee, we have channel memberships. And if you want to learn more about what's going on as well and updates on what's happening, we have the podcasts on Spotify, Apple, Google Podcasts if you want to check that out. And just thank you very much for being along for the ride for us.